for Amazon stores?
It is 12 o'clock, and today is November the 10th, and we do have a quorum for this quick meeting. And do we have a public comment?
No, ma'am.
Thank you. And before we get started, our esteemed town manager, Brandon Wright, is going to tell us why we're here at 12 o'clock.
Very good. So we do have a meeting a little bit later on today, beginning at 6 o'clock, our normal town council meeting. The reason why the council needs to meet this afternoon earlier in the day is related to what it is, the agenda item that we have on today for you to consider. And that is that we are authorizing and approving the certificates of obligation, the COs, that we are issuing for some street and sidewalks and other projects, infrastructure projects here in the town of Trophy Club. Because these are market-based instruments that we're using, right? These are certificates of obligation bonds that are essentially issued for that. All the banks have to be able to, sign all the paperwork and close on these within an appropriate amount of time after we approve it to keep the pricing where it is based on what you'll see presented to you this afternoon. As a result, normally, if we do it later in the day today, we would do it after all those entities close for the day. And because tomorrow is a holiday with Veterans Day, they're not open and are unable to process it. So we'd have to wait all the way till Wednesday, which would be unacceptable in their standards. So we are meeting today at noon to be able to sign all this paperwork, get it done so that we can close on the issuance of bonds here.
Okay, thank you. I think
Thank
that's important for us to know, so thank you. You want to read the item, or would you like for Tammy to read the item?
Take it away, Tammy.
Oh, thanks. Consider an ordinance authorizing the issuance of Town of Trophy Club, Texas Combination Tax and Revenue Certificates of Obligation, Series 2025, in the approximate principal amount of approximately $8,150,000, levying a tax and providing for the security for and payment of said certificates, authorizing the execution and delivery of a bond purchase agreement and a paying agent agreement, approving the official statement, and enacting other provisions related to the subject.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mayor and Council. Today, we are considering an ordinance authorizing the issuance of combination tax and revenue certificates of obligation, Series 2025. For some context, this item was introduced on June 23rd when Council authorized staff to proceed with the notice of intent. In August, Council authorized staff to proceed with a bond sale. Afterwards, a typographical error was identified in one of the required postings for that sale. So on the advice of our financial advisors, we repeated the necessary portion of the process, bringing us to this afternoon's consideration. The sale was completed as a private placement with Piper, Sandler and Company, the same winning bidder from the August solicitation. Because interest rates have moved in our favor since that last attempt, the issuance produced net savings of $191,175, a significant improvement for the town and our residents. Proceeds from this issuance will fund key community investments, including street and sidewalk improvements and the remodel of the Streets and Parks Maintenance Shop. At this time, I'd like to invite Mr. Jack McCliney with Samco Capital to present the details of the issuance. Following his presentation, staff and our advisors will be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Mayor, Council, my name is Jack McCliney from Samco Capital Markets. It's always great seeing you all. We also have Julie Partain, the city's bond counsel, here as well. Really, y'all have this handout in front of you guys that I passed out. April really covered most of it. We had, between the two issues in August of 25 and then today to November 10th, our true interest cost went from 3.6227 to 3.4878, which is a savings of about 14 basis points. On the far right, you'll see the MMD. That is really our index that the municipal market works off of. There, of course, as you guys know, the Fed has lowered interest rates, I believe, 50 basis points. And even though the Fed has done that, the market hasn't necessarily agreed with all of their moves. On the short end, you'll see the interest rates are slightly up, but as you get further down, those long end bonds are where we are really generating our savings. And as April said, $191,000 the city has saved through this, and we recommend that you guys accept the sale. And if you guys have any questions, we're open to those at this time.
Any questions?
No, I just say thanks for explaining the correlation between basis point reduction, which is 0.5, and what we're talking about, which is 0.14, right? Because intuitively you think, it's going to be more.
Right.
Okay, other questions, comments? Have a motion?
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we approve the combination tax and revenue certificates of obligations.
Is there a second?
Second.
Gary seconds. All those in favor? All approved? Motion passes. 12:05, not adjourned yet.
No,
I do have, so if we do another bond, we could shove it on down and make some more money. Right?
Make some more money is an interesting,
Yeah. You're spending money to
Look, I'm always looking for a source for money, so.
You mean maybe save some
when
money?
we,
Well,
on the CIP schedule, when we need to borrow money again, hopefully the market terms will be just as favorable or even more favorable for us. We might be able to even save more on our interest rate at that time, so.
Okay, good. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, Dean, for being here for 5 minutes. Let's see. Let's divide that. Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Y'all have a great day. By the way, in the morning at 11 o'clock, this is for those who may be tuning in, we do have a Veterans Memorial Service at 11 o'clock at the Veterans Memorial Park on Parkview next to Beck Elementary. We would really appreciate you being here. We have several veterans on our council, and they will be there to help facilitate this meeting. We appreciate you being there, and as a thank you to all veterans for your service, your sacrifice, and your desire and will to keep freedom a part of America. Freedom rings because of you. Thank you so much.
Just to confirm, that's tomorrow at 11.
Yeah, tomorrow at 11, did I say that?
No, you just
What
said
did I say?
11.
When?
You just said 11.
Oh,
Just
11,
confirming
Tuesday,
that it is
November the
tomorrow.
11th, and by the way, it's November the 11th every year, and it's at 11 o'clock every year, so that's the standard time is November the 11th, 11 o'clock. Thank you very much. Y'all have a
here we
great day.
need to change it to 10.
Meeting adjourned. What?
So I was gonna say, we need to change it to the Saturday before.